Hey everyone, it's Average Gatsby, and welcome to my newest Let's Play series. You know, I was thinking when I was talking about how I came from this game in Fallout 2 before Fallout 3, that there's probably a lot of people out there that never experienced this game and never experienced Fallout 2 that, you know, would like to experience it but maybe not play through the whole game. So that's why I've decided to do this Let's Play. It's just something fun for me, and I hope it's going to be a lot of fun for you. I looked around on YouTube to see if there was another one I could recommend, but couldn't really find anything that I was satisfied with, and I'm going to be doing this very much in the style of H.C. Bailey and other great Let's Players, or Let's Players that I really like, and come at you from the perspective that you have never played this game before, and you don't know anything about this game. So if you're a veteran of this game, you know, you may just want to watch it for the colorful commentary, but there'll be a lot of instructional type stuff going on too. It's not a guide by any means. I'm just using a guide that I found on the internet and some of my own variations on it. But I don't know. It's gonna be fun. That part right there is so creepy to me. Just the TV dying and the echoing throughout this huge dead city. Just very bizarre. Very awesome. I love how they set that up. Alright, I'm gonna get quiet.
War never changes.
Just let you listen to this.
The Romans waged war to gather slaves and wealth. Spain built an empire from its lust for gold and territory. Hitler shaped a battered Germany into an economic superpower. But war never changes. In the 21st century, war was still waged over the resources that could be acquired. Only this time, the spoils of war were also its weapons: petroleum and uranium. For these resources, China would invade Alaska, the US would annex Canada, and the European Commonwealth would dissolve into quarreling, bickering nation-states bent on controlling the last remaining resources on Earth. In 2077, the storm of World War had come again. In 2 brief hours, most of the planet was reduced to cinders. And from the ashes of nuclear devastation, a new civilization would struggle to arise. A few were able to reach the relative safety of the large underground vaults. Your family was part of that group that entered Vault 13. Imprisoned safely behind the large vault door, under a mountain of stone, a generation has lived without knowledge of the outside world. Life in the vault is about to change.
Remind you of any other game? That's the thing. Fallout 3, very much like a remake of this game more than a sequel. It does take place, I think, over 100 years after this game, but that's just kind of the way it felt like. I just love, there's so many awesome things about that intro from the 1940s. Music, the ink blots playing in the background, and the old TV that has no color, to the advertisement that of the car with no electronics. I mean, it was like people were trying to go back to what they thought was the golden age of America, the 1940s and 50s. And then you have that footage of the soldier shooting the Canadian is a reference to the end of the Vietnam War era, where there was a Vietnamese police officer that shot a Viet Cong in the head like that, just like that in the street, while a reporter was filming. And I mean, you can look it up. It was a really famous thing, and it kind of sums up sort of the chaos of the time, and also maybe the fact that the end of the world happens around 2077. All right, you know, similar dates there. Let's start a new game before I talk anymore. So we've got a few pre-made characters. We got Max Stone, we got Natalia, and we got Albert. None of these are very good. They all have a couple traps. Skilled, not a good choice. And then tagged barter. No, I am not a fan of any of these characters. And plus, it's fun to make your own. Alright, so we gotta pick the name first. And we're gonna go with Jay Gatsby. Of course. Age, my age, 23. And male. I am male. I don't know if you figured that out yet. Okay, so we got your special. We got strength. We have perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. There's a lot more checks that have to do with these numbers that you decide at the start of the game, in addition to speech. So there's going to be certain ones that I boost up, particularly intelligence. I want to be really high in order, you know, just to make it easier on me later on in the game. Also, NPCs have a internal sort of reaction counter that is not in the other games, and so a high charisma can make things really easy for you starting out, but charisma to me is kind of useless, so we're going to take some points out of there for one. And then, okay, let's talk about traits. Traits, just like in New Vegas, positive and negative. Almost all of them suck. However, there are two ones that I think are really good with very few negatives. One of them is Fast Shot, because what this does is it doesn't let you aim. Aiming is just like VATS from Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. You target specifically the head, you know, the body, the tail, things like that. Without aiming, you just take a shot that costs a certain number of action points. This will make all of your normal attacks cost one less action point, but you can no longer aim. That's just fine by me. The other thing we're going to take is Gifted. What this does, 1 point in every skill, 1 additional point in every skill, but you are unable to... I'm sorry, not unable, but you get 5 less skill points per level, and you lose 10% to all of your skills, which might seem like a lot, but like Fallout 3, in this game you are going to be swimming in skills, and there are a lot of skills that are straight up useless. Okay, things like this, Outdoorsman, you know, pretty useless. Okay, let's click on that, and we've got the trait. And let's go. First thing we're going to do, we're going to take this up to 9. Just like in New Vegas, don't want to take anything above 9 because there's a place where you can boost each of these points up by 1. There's somewhere in the game where you can do that. I want agility, luck. I haven't decided exactly where I'm going yet with this. I think I'm going to take these up to 9 as well. We'll take that up to 8. Endurance... we can drop to 5. That's not really a big deal. Health, I mean, it's 2. I mean, look at that. It's 2 hit points. It's really pathetic. And it's not like... this game is not the same as New Vegas, where it's pretty much... the whole thing is determined right at the start. This is a pretty solid build. I'm going to be wearing power armor. In this game, power armor is the best armor in the game, and it gives you plus 3 strength. So... I will have plenty of strength to use anything, and this will give me a nice carry weight in the beginning as well, and have, you know, a pretty decent unarmed and melee weapon skill, which might be useful at certain points. Now, this is pretty good for me. This is, I just think this is a really solid build. Okay, let's talk about tagging skills. Mainly, you want to tag combat ones. We're going to tag small guns because most of the game we're going to be using small guns. I'm going to tag energy weapons because late game energy weapons are the way to go. And then lastly, we're going to tag lockpick. Lockpick is really useful. You know, it's kind of up in the air between lockpick and speech. I could tag either one of those. Let's talk about the skills. So you see it's percent system. It's not like in New Vegas or Fallout 3 where it just kind of says a number, but it doesn't say it's not a percentage. These can go up to 200%. However, they cost successively more skill points after you get over 100. You're not going to be taking many of these up to 100. Some of these are almost completely useless, like traps. Rarely will a trap even be able to kill you. And even then, you know, it might save you some annoyance, but not really a big deal. Steel, from what I've read, people are saying that there is no difference between 30% steel and 200% steel. Steel fails a lot in this game. In fact, almost every time I've seen someone use steel, what they do is they just save, and then they continuously reload and reload and reload in order to try to get their steel. You know, not really a big deal. Science, same thing as before. Repair, you can fix some broken equipment and things like that. Your weapons don't take durability damage, though, so it's not repair in that sense. Speech is great. Barter sucks. Gambling, you know, useless. It's at 37% because my luck is excellent. No other reason. Outdoorsman, I don't even really know what that does. Not good. Doctor and first aid, these are healings without stim pack. These are fine. I'll be putting some points in there. Throwing, I'm not really going to be using that. Unarmed melee weapons, simple. Big guns, same thing like rocket launchers and things like that. You can think of throwing almost as kind of like explosives. You can't make your explosive damage do any more. You can just throw it farther. And then sneak. Sneak you will never use. It doesn't really... Some people like it. I have no reason to sneak. Alright, we can view our game options right now. Or the options right here. But I think we're done. We are done. Alright. Ooh.
Ah, you're here. Good. We've got a problem. A big one. The controller chip for our water purification system
Look at that.
Given up
Look
the
at that thing.
ghost. Can't make
Just
another
tubes.
One.
They
The
call that a
process
chip.
Is too complicated for a workaround system. Simply put, we're running out of drinking water.
Oh
No
no.
water, no vault. This is crucial to our survival. And frankly, I think you're the only hope we have.
Haha.
You need to go find us.
I'll tell you why
another
that's funny in a
controller chip.
second.
We estimate we have 4 to 5 months before the vault runs out of water. We need that chip. We marked your map with the location of another vault. Not a bad place to start, I think. Look, just be safe. Okay?
When he says you're the only hope, you find out in the spoiler alert manual for Fallout 2 that the reason why he was picked is he drew the shortest straw. That's it. Kind of funny. There is an official canon to this game as described in the Fallout 2 manual because this character leaves behind a memoir, and that's basically what I'm going to be following as far as the outcomes I'm seeking for the main quest and things of that nature. So, you know, I'm not going to go for anything special. Now we're venturing out into the cave. First steps. And here we go. We're on the main screen. Got the vault behind us. And here's my guy. And as you can see, it's a hexagonal movement. Whatnot. Alright, let's check out what we got here. Let's check out the inventory first. So, we got 72 bullets, 10mm rounds. We got 10mm pistol. We got stim pack, flares, lockpicks, and a knife. Let's equip. We'll equip this first. As you can see here, you know, we got the total weight. Unfortunately, until I click on these items, I don't know how much they weigh, which can be kind of annoying. The whole inventory system just sucks in this game. As you can see, my character, you know, his suit doesn't count as an armor or anything. This is just clothing. I got a total weight right here. I can carry up to 175 pounds, as I saw before. Okay, so we're going to be done with that. And I've got the gun out for now. Alright, what else can we check out? You can click here to switch hands. Since it's a one-handed weapon, I switch between unarmed and that. If I had something in my other hand, I would switch to that. I could put some in there, I don't really care. Alright, let's look at the skill decks. This is how you use your various skills. If you want to sneak, you click on sneak. If you want to lockpick something, you do that. Steal, traps, same thing. Like if you see steal, I got this, I'd go and click on something. You know, first aid, doctor, you just click on yourself. Alright, let's check out our map. This will give you a local map. You can switch this. I don't really know what that does, but there's also a scanner if you have a motion sensor. Then we've got this. You can look at the character that we've already made. You can look at our Pip-Boy. Pip-Boy isn't too exciting in this game, but you can see the date. The date is the 5th of December, 2161, 7:21 a.m. This is around, 90 or so years, a little bit less than 90 years after the bombs dropped. For some reason, I can't do the math in my head, but I think it's because the game volume is so loud, I just can't focus. So you can look at status. This will just tell you the status of the vault. This is kind of like a quest. See what your quests are. We've got to find that water chip. This will count down the number of days you got left. Auto maps. This will give you maps of areas. You can re-watch cutscenes. Here we go. So we got to find that water chip. All right. First things first. Let's rob this guy. What do you got? Oh, he's got some armor-piercing bullets and a knife. Pretty useful. That's the other thing. There's no take-all feature, so I'm going to have to just manually drag every time. Okay. Anything else here? This is your chance to dodge attacks, I believe. And then this is your HP. Pretty simple stuff. Alright, let's... if you want to go into combat for any reason, you just click right here and you switch into combat mode. Combat's turn-based, which you will see very soon, as I'm just going to run out of this cave. I'll switch to my gun so I already have it out. But yeah, I'm just going to run through this cave, and if I get in combat with these rats, then I get in combat. If I don't, I don't. Alright, so the rat's coming after me. So he got the jump on me, he started combat, so now it's my turn. So, fire a shot, boom, just dead in one hit. And then I can now end combat, or I can continue to move around in combat mode. I'm going to end combat. Let's look at our options for the gun right here. Oh, for destroying your enemies without taking a scratch, you earn 25 experience points. Hey, cool. So, as you can see, your single shot takes 4 action points. My reload takes 2. So you always want to reload when you're not in combat, because that way it doesn't cost any action points. Oh no. I lost some HP. Very scary. Okay. He's down. Oh, the next one. Oh, we missed. Oh, well. End that turn. Rat's going to come over. Might get hit, might not. Oh, didn't even make it. Alright. Easy. These rats don't drop anything, so not even really worth it to check them out. Let's keep going. I'm holding shift to, I'm shift clicking to run here. You can also walk. When you're in sneak mode, you can only walk. Or sneak won't work if you're running, so that's just something to keep in mind. Boom. Pretty easy. Let's end combat and get out of here. Ooh. To the west, you see a natural light. For the first time in your life, you are looking at the outside world. Pretty impressive. Alright, so here's the map. As you can see, you got the date up here, and that's how time passes in this game. Whenever you're moving around on this map area, that's when time is passing. I've already got the location for Vault 15, so we'll just click over here, or you can just click on this button, it'll automatically set it to the middle. So, now we're making our way across the wasteland. I kind of like this feature. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm missing anything by going across the game. And, ooh, look at that. We're at a new town here. Unknown. Let's visit. Oh, welcome to Shady Sands, stranger. Please holster that weapon while you're here. I can do that. I love that. He, spun it in his hand. That's awesome. Okay. Let's give this guy a talk. Good day, I'm called Seth. How can I help you? I'd like some information. Information? What do you want to know about? I want to know about this place. Well, Shady Sands is a peaceful community. Do you guys want me to do accents? I can do accents. My wife tells me I could be a voice actor. But then again, she's probably just being nice. But I can do accents to these guys. Maybe I'll try with the next person. We have our own food. We have our own irrigation system, so we can grow our own food. If we were not plagued by raiders and rad scorpions, we would have no problems. I want to know about these rad scorpions. Those damn rad scorpions have been after our Brahmins since we moved here. Not a week goes by that someone doesn't get poisoned trying to keep them... Oh, I gotta change that. Trying to keep them out of the pens. Last week they took my brother Jarvis. Raslo, our doctor, is looking for an antidote as quickly as he can. Hey, if you have the means, why don't you help us? Or, if you have the means to help us, why don't you go talk to our leader, Aradesh? So I can go to the caves right now, but I don't really feel like doing that. I can just say, want to know about this place. Tell me about these raiders. There are several groups of raiders. I organize guards like Ian to help fight them off. There's one band in the southeast of here. Watch out for them. Okay. And then we can trade with them. Let's see what he's got for sale. He's got some caps, and he's got a rope. Well, I'm not really into either of those things right now. So, let's look at the screen real quick before I go any further. So you got, the action, whatever is going on up here. If it's voice acted, there'll be a face. And then you have your chat options here. You got barter to the side, and then you have this feature, Tell Me About. You can ask him a specific question. You never need this to get through any of the quests. You just do this in, just for fun. So we can ask about Shady Sands, excuse me. And he's a smart ass, so he just says you're staying in it. And then we can click on Review, and we can see everything that we've talked about in the convo. So, alright, I think we're done here. You should go visit Aradesh. Alright, maybe. Alright, let's talk to Katarina. Welcome to Shady Sands, traveler. My name's Katarina. My job is to greet strangers and to help them understand our village. We find that there are fewer problems if you listen to what I have to say. Basically, she is kind of your, like, hey, this is how you play the game type person. Alright, have you seen a water chip? I'm only going to do dialogue that moves the plot forward somewhat. As a matter of fact, yes. My old home, Vault 15, had one. I haven't been there since I was hurt, but you might find what you're looking for there. Someone said that they tried to go into the vault to have a look around, but it was dark and the elevator was broken. I hope you're better prepared. Sounds like I'm going to need something to get down an elevator shaft. Alright, so I can say, what do I do if I get hurt? Equipment, tell me about yourself, tell me about the rest of the world. Alright, we'll do this one. I know very little of the outside world. I escaped from the vault when it was attacked. Unfortunately, I was very hurt and I don't remember much of what happened. But the Dharma was watching over me, and I was found by the people of Shady Sands. I live here now. Have you spoken with Ian yet? He's a merchant guard who is hurt. He's recovering in the guardhouse over there. She points to the east. He is more widely traveled than I. Okay, well, maybe we should go talk to him. That's all for now. And you can, of course, trade with her. Almost any character that you can talk to like that in dialogue, you can trade with. Alright, so here's the house. For some reason, he's not on this side. Yes, that's just peasants. There's some sad-looking peasants around here. Let's go inside the house. See a short, stocky man. Alright. I'm going to ask your opinion on this. First of all, do you guys want voice acted or not? Do you even want me to read this out loud, or do you just want me to go through this quickly and then you can pause on your own time? And then secondly, you tell me if you want me to add accents, crazy or reasonable, to these people. Because I'll do it either way, I'll have fun no matter what. So, hello stranger. You look like you're new here. What's your name? I'm Jay Gatsby. Good to meet you. I'm Ian. I'd like to know more about this place. Can you help? Shady Sands is a small but self-sufficient community. The only problem here is with the bandits and the rad scorpions. Oh, why are the rad scorpions trouble? Rad scorpions are very dangerous. They have poisonous stinger in the tail, and they are very quick. Aradesh has been trying to find a way to get rid of them. If you feel brave, you could talk to Aradesh about them. Hey, thanks. Oh, damn. Alright, we gotta talk to him again. So, Jay Gatsby, what can I do for you? Okay, so we're gonna say, hey, could you help me out? Your experience would be useful. He can also give you directions to the hub and Junktown, which are 2 cities around here. We'll ask him about that in a second. Tempt an offer, since this place gets boring. Tell you what, standard rates, 100 caps, and you got a deal. How about a piece of the action instead? Alright, I'll help you out in exchange for my share of the loot. Let's go. It'll be good to get back in the action. Boom. Hey, I just got someone who joined my party already. Yeah, it's pretty easy. You know, as long as you're friendly to him when you start the game, you get that conversation option. Alright, now let's talk to him one more time. Where is it? Oh, can you give me directions to the hub in Junktown? The hub is a big trading center south of Shady Sands. It's run by several different caravan groups and merchants. The Water Merchants, the Crimson Caravan, and the Fargo Traders. Junktown is a little south and a ways west of here. It's smaller, but it's still a good place to drop in for a drink. It's overseen by a fellow by the name of Killian Darkwater, a local shopkeeper, sheriff, and mayor. Well, thanks for that, Ian. And so he's got various weapons. Oh, we can barter with him and, you know, make various trades. I'm going to have to go sometime later and find out if there's a way to move inventory without actually giving him anything. But I think I do have to give him something in return. Because I would like him to use melee weapons, because unfortunately you basically have no control over your allies in this game, and they will totally shoot you in the back. But fortunately, Ian is strong enough in this game that he's going to be able to kill most people without even me helping out. I might just stand back and watch him do all the dirty work. Let's go back to talk, see if there's anything else in here. You know, you can get him to leave, use your best weapon, change formation. Pretty simple. I think change formation... Yeah, it's just stay close, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, just stay close. Another thing that sucks is if they get in your way, you can't get them to move. You can't just manually order these guys around. So, alright, let's run through here. Let's examine this, actually. This pillar is the showpiece of the Shady Sands Square. It tells stories to remind the people of hope and peace. Sounds like the leader here is a pretty reasonable dude. Got any Brahmin burgers? No. Alright, so we just got more peasants around here. They don't do anything, but let's go down here, see what's up. Huh, I wonder who this hooded figure in the corner is. Oh, actually, let's talk to her first.
Hi. I heard there was a traveler in town, but I was kind of skeptical until I saw you. My name's Tandy. What's yours?
My name's Jay Gatsby.
Wow. How do you like our little town? Bored yet?
It's okay.
Sure, I guess. I've never been out of here, so I don't know what help I can be.
Oh, great.
So, what you need?
Okay. Well, what do we got here?
There's a bunch of cities down south, but since you're such a great traveler, I'm sure you know that already.
Yeah, I'm a great traveler. I've traveled for 3 days outside of the vault, and I saw nothing.
No problem. Anything else? We got rad scorpions. I mean, I know it's not a good thing, but no one's died from the stings. And it's the closest thing to excitement we've got here.
Alright.
Just stuff.
That's a bummer.
No problem.
If you have
Anything
the,
else?
well, let's see if she'll tell us about it.
I don't know. You might want to ask Seth or my father about it, though. Doesn't ring a bell.
Oh, yes it does. She's got a story about Deathclaws, but unfortunately, I didn't have a high enough impression of her, you know, to get it, so.
Yeah, it's okay, I guess. I mean, it is home and all, but it's so boring. You know, I want to see the world. Me? Leave? I wish. I don't know enough to leave alone, and no one else wants to go. And worst of all, my father says he would have a heart attack if something happened to me.
Alright, well,
Well,
I'm gotta get out of
thanks
here.
for talking. We don't get many strangers here, so it's always good to talk to new people. See ya.
Bye. Yeah, I'm sure this Tandy character probably isn't important at all to the Fallout universe. I mean, I bet I'll never see her again.